So a lot of people have asked me about how do I set up my Garrett Vortex VX9, which is the new metal detector that Garrett recently came out with. And what I'm going to do in this video, I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis of my favorite settings and what program I use for Civil War cams, old colonial home sites, and things like that. I'm not going to go into great detail about everything, but I'm just going to make this a nice, short, simple video for you guys that hunt relics and colonial stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the machine and we'll take a look at it right now. So first thing we're going to do, we're just going to turn on the detector. The meters are just going crazy. That's because I'm in my basement. But let's go ahead and I'll show you my favorite program. Just give this a click right here, just a quick click. And that gives us choices of programs. You can see I have it on 0. Now, if we wanted to use something else like standard, we could just click that down, but we're going to keep it in 0. That's what I like to use. All right, so let's go ahead and get started how I like to set up the program. We're going to go from the beginning. First thing we want to do is push this button right here. That takes us to the different settings that we can adjust. Now, the first one you see is the sensitivity. I like to always max it out. That's just the way I am. So we're going to keep that on 8. Second, you just hit the same button with the up arrow. The volume of the metal detector, I like to keep it on 8 because I like it loud. So let's keep that on 8. Next one up is, you can see the horseshoe with the little speaker. And what that is that's how you can adjust the volume of your iron signals. Now, in 0 program, I like to hear all of the iron. Every little blip I like to hear. Now, the iron sounds different than the other signals, so you don't have to dig those naturally. But this is the volume of the iron signals. You can see you can crank it way up. 8, that will be the same volume when you hit iron as you hit other targets. But if you put it down a little bit, say 6 or even 5, the iron signals will be a little bit quieter. It just doesn't drive you quite as nuts with all the nails. All right, let's go ahead and go up to the next one. This is the multi-frequency program, and that's what I normally use. If you click the plus or minus button, you can scroll through the other programs. But we're going to stick in multi-frequency because that's what I normally use. Let's go ahead and go up. This is just basic setting for the different frequencies the metal detector will run on. And you can scroll up or down if you get an interference from overhead lines or buried lines or other detectors. You just keep it on 5. It doesn't really matter. Now this one is the recovery speed of the detector. And I just keep it on 2. It goes up to 3. But 2 is just a nice normal setting, and that's what I keep it on. Next one up is the backlight. I keep that off so it doesn't run down the battery. That's how you pair and unpair the headphones. That's the diving. That's the number of tones. I just keep it on 5. Then we come to the notch discrimination, and I don't use that normally because I like to hear all the iron. All right, so next we come up to the little horseshoe with a 0 through 39. I just keep that. I had it on 3, but I guess you could put it down to 0. That's normally what I would use that on. Go up, and this is the bottle cap reject. Since we're mostly digging for relics and coins and stuff like that, we want to just keep that on 0. Next one up, and this can be a little bit tricky. This is the iron boundary control. You want to have it on 3 or 4. I like 3. One thing I did notice, and I got in trouble with this, is I had it on 0 for a while. And that makes some of the iron ring up sounding good, and it reads 60 or 65, only those 2 numbers. If you have that happen, make sure you don't have that on 0. Go ahead and crank it up a little bit. Let's put that on 3 for now. So next one up is the iron audio, and I'm going to leave that on because I like to hear the iron. And we're back to the sensitivity, so that's it. Now keep in mind, it's real easy to use this detector if you don't want to make a bunch of different settings. All you have to do is turn it on. Now this will automatically go back to the last settings you had it on. And if you want to change the program, or you're just using it for the first time, hit the mode button. And there's the 0 program that I like. Standard, you can just use that. I think it has some discrimination in it. US coins, if you just want to look for coins, just hit the enter on that and you're ready to roll, man. You're in the coins program. You don't have to do anything else. And last but not least, don't forget the ground balance, okay? You should ground balance this machine every time you use it, and maybe multiple times when you use it. At least I do. And this is the button right here. Just hold it in and you pump the loop or the coil up and down on the ground until the number locks in. But don't forget to do that. That's really important with metal detectors. All right, so now you have the program that I use 95% of the time. If you have any questions about it, maybe ask me in the video comments. If it's really involved, I'll just do another video. But I hope that made sense to you. If you're a relic hunter or you like hunting colonial sites, for me, that's the program to use. We'll see you on the next one.
Bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth